Hello, my friends. The buggy, joy and misery. I start to have to go back to the store that sold me the buggy for various small problems with the brakes or the hood. Bad news. Business in Morocco isn't doing as well as it used to. Alain Gabriel, the architect, warned me that its hiring offer is no longer valid. At the end of September, first serious breakdown with the buggy, broken engine. We have to go on 3 legs to the garage. It is located in the middle of the countryside, 2 kilometers from the station, which you have to walk to reach the Massy Palazzo station at the very end of the area line. The mechanic, a young enterprising guy, gives me an appointment to pick him up when he has replaced the engine with a second-hand one. He doesn't have a phone, which is still difficult to get. When I walk back to get my machine, it's not ready, and I have to turn back, still on foot, in a very bad mood. This little girl will be repeated several times. I go to get into the buggy parked near Boulevard Saint-Germain. Horror! 3 tires are punctured with knives or punches. The wheels have to be dismantled and rolled one by one to a garage towards Silver Babylon. It took me hours. In the evening, repaired, I parked it in the same place. The next day, 2 tires are still flat. Repair, jack, roll, 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 like a big hoop plunging the whole rotten, reasonably dirty hands. This time, I'm going to file a complaint without illusion at the police station. Learning that it happened in the same place, the policeman advised me to set up an ambush myself. But I can see myself watching for hours, hiding in a corner, and if I had a gun, shoot the first kid who comes too close. I adopt the solution that seems the wisest to me, and I will park much further away near the docks. Was it a jealous or sperm robber? I will never know. October 16, 1971. I start in what should be a long-term position at the GCE. I had made the friendly acquaintance of a little blonde girl in Saint-Tropez who was both the private secretary and the boss's mistress. Thanks to her, I was hired. The company was in charge of the coordination of large construction sites and needed someone to ensure on the spot the takeover of a site in a full failure. There were 2 buildings of 14 floors, each in Maison Alfort. The concrete structure was completed, but the coordination between the various trades was working completely wrong. The GCE engineers established a new coordination plan, and I was responsible for ensuring the smooth running of the site, monitoring the progress and quality of the work, and leading periodic site meetings. Saying also simply, it seemed a sinecure, but it wasn't at all. It was the first time that I was confronted with the reality of construction and that concrete walls were no longer just lines on a paper. I was particularly dreaded when the very friendly roofer wanted to show me a waterproofing problem on the terrace of the 14th floor. The elevator were not yet installed. That's high 14th floor. At once I had made the observation, out of breath and with broken legs, He said to me, "Well, now we have to see the other building." Down here with the dizziness, breathless arch at the edge of the lips and pounding on the second terrace. Redescent with the head spinning and the legs slipping away. In the evening I slept well. Construction site meetings generally took place in a stormy, tense atmosphere with loud vociferations. Each company was blaming other for the delay that they were accumulating. As I tried to clean up the mess, my stomach began to cramp. The buggy breaks down again. New engine to be changed. And during the downtime, I have to go to the construction site far away after a very long subway ride and a 15 minutes walk. I get the buggy back. After some time, new breakdown. It happens to be the car show that I never usually go to. And there, without knowing why, I go there. I feel rather attracted to the used car show. Destiny is manifesting itself again. All of a sudden, I stop in front of a splendid dark red car at an accessible price. It is a big Jaguar 3.8 liter S with white wheels like in the old days and white leather seats. I don't think too much about the fact that the price is low. I am falling in love with it. I'm cracking up. I buy it immediately. To get around and park, it's not the handling of the buggy. And very quickly, I would realize the huge fuel consumption of this car. 23 liters of gasoline per 100 kilometers under reasonable driving condition, and up to 35 liters under sporty driving conditions. There are 2 tanks on each wing at the rear. Quickly too, I would get acquainted with the fragility of the pumps that send the fuel to the engine. I feel like the king behind the wheel. But for what purpose? The back seats are no use to me, nor the luggage compartment. The breakdowns succeeding one another, I will take it back to a garage who would tell me that his car had been in an accident and that the chassis was made up. I sold it at a loss to get rid of it.